Hey everyone, for today's video, I kind of want to go through something a little different. It's more about looking at your customer and knowing your brand. Now, unfortunately, ACOS is still the biggest thing that people care about and think about when looking at PPC. But with PPC getting so competitive and being the absolute strongest tool that you have when launching a brand and when trying to do something different for your brand, you need to look at it in the bigger picture. So the whole idea of this is to look at long-term growth for a couple of different products. So there's what I'm going to go through is two different kind of sorts of products that one are products that you buy constantly. So products that you might use subscribe and save, or you will buy multiple times. And then on the opposite end, products that only get bought once. So kind of different strategies for both of them. All right, now this first one here. So I'm looking at PPC numbers year to date, and I'm always trying to show you guys the whole picture so you can see that every account is different, but there's always a custom approach to it. So year to date, this is we'll call it a health product. It's something that you take that you need to keep taking and keep buying. So you would subscribe to it. So year to date, it's at 166,000 in sales, at 65% ACOS. Now, a lot of people are going to say, this is a very high ACOS. How are you making money on this? First of all, people in the supplements and beauty products know this is pretty normal for ACOS right now, but I want to look at something different. So I have the orders pulled up here and the cost per click. This is for the account as a whole. If I go to this over here, this is top keyword. This is one campaign, one keyword year to date, okay? So they had about 170K in sales. 80K of that has come from one keyword at almost an 80% ACOS. Now, this is what I'm talking about. The cost per click for these are 289 compared to 219 for the account as a whole. But we've gotten 4407 orders. Now, on this brand, we know that about 20 to 25% of people reorder an average of 3 times. So if I go through the math here, what I would do is if I just pull this up 1 second. So I pull this up. So we have 4407 orders. If you say that 25% of those people reorder, that's about 1,101 people. And we know from this account that they order an average of 3 times. So that's 1101 times 3. So that's another 3,300 orders over the course of the year that you are paying for the first time. So that's what I'm saying is like looking at this orders the first time, if we add this to the total number of orders that we've estimated we're going to get, that's 7710 orders. And when all is said and done, the ACOS equals out to about 40% with those repeat orders. So what we've done here is we've gone very, very aggressive, and our ad is at the top of the page because we want to get customers, okay? That's a new way of thinking of PPC. Getting customers, not just getting orders, because we can almost double these orders if we get enough customers, okay? So try not to look at ACOS, look at it lifetime. Know what sort of product you're buying. And so this is the first example. I know that when I was looking for shaving cream for myself a few months ago, I was unhappy. I used to buy the Edge shaving cream. I wasn't crazy about it. So I typed in shaving cream for men, and this Cremo shaving cream popped up, right? They are the top ad spot. They're beating out Edge. And you can see here they're organic, but they're a little far down the page organic. If this is the first 4 products I see, these are massive sellers. I'm probably going to pick one of these 4. I've already bought this product 3 times in the past year, okay? Because I bought it once, I loved it, and now I'm a repeat buyer. I just go in, I go to my orders, and they don't have to pay for the clicks now because they got me as a customer. So this is what I'm kind of talking about with repeat products, is if you have a product like this where you know people are going to continue to buy it, try to not worry about ACOS. One thing I want to mention is to calculate the repeat buyers. We use Manage by Stats. It has something in there where you can go to customers and go to repeat customers. It takes a little bit of work to figure out your kind of repeat customer percentage, but if you can figure that out, it's huge, and it does so much more for your long-term growth, knowing that, hey, my ACOS is high this month. You got to start looking at long-term. All right, now on the flip side, I know that this is not going to apply to everybody. So one thing here is I want to come over. This is a different account. Okay, completely different account. We're switching gears here. So year to date, they have 200K in PPC sales, 25% ACOS. This is within their target. This is what most people are. It's a one-time product that you buy one time. You know you're going to shop around a little bit, but when you buy it, you're going to make your decision and you're going to go with that one. So this is their ACOS for the year. You see they're on a pretty steep incline. I know this is a good case study, but it's just a different sort of product. Now, if I come over here again, I'm going to type in top, because we had some campaigns set up that we pushed very aggressively, one keyword each. This is it. Most of your sales come from only a few keywords. If you can identify those and work with them, then you can, again, go after that long-term growth. So top of page, for these 2 months, we had ACOS of 40 at 3,500 in sales, ACOS of 40 at 5K in sales. Cost per clicks were 544, right? If I look at the cost per click for the campaign as a whole, one second, it was 240, okay? So that's how expensive it was to get these ads at the top of the page for 2 months. ACOS was 15% higher, and we were definitely losing money on these ads, okay? But we got to the top of the page, and this is the example I'm going to show here, is foam roller. I know I foam roll every night. It's a product that I love, but I've had the same foam roller for, I think, 3 years. So when I was here, you know, these ads at the top of the page are very, very important because they're kind of all the same, and you're just going to click on one and buy it if the price is the same, if it's kind of a similar product. So this is the product I'm talking about. It's a one-time buy where it really, really pays to be at the top of the page, right? But what happened is, so Trigger Point is the best-selling foam roller, okay? And they are somewhat at the top of the page here, but you can see that they're not paying for the very top ad spot, because what we've seen, and if I can go back to this example here, for these top ad spots, we were spending a good amount, and then last month we spent nothing, okay? We spent $200 compared to $2,000, because for these ads that converted, we got to the top of the page and then we dialed it way back, because organically, 2 months of very, very aggressive sales that we lost money on got us to the top of the page. Okay? And so one thing I want to call to here is looking at these are the organic numbers for this account, where you can see product sales, they're growing very, very quickly. I know this is out of the ordinary, but the idea works. Their order item session percentage, which is conversion rate, went from 37 to 44 to 49, okay? Because we got to the top of the page just with a couple $1,000s in ad spend. And this is a one-time product. People went to the top, they saw it at the very top, good ratings, good price, boom, bought it, decision over. So these 2 different types of products, and there might be more examples you can come up with out there, but I think these are the 2 big ones. Know your customers. Know what type of product you are, what people are looking for, and think about it as either a one-time buy or buying lifetime customers, okay? It makes a huge difference. Ignore ACOS, look at the bigger picture, and I really think this is going to help a lot of people out. All right, guys, thanks again.